The summary. Wildlife officials expected DNA test results to confirm Friday that captured grizzly bear and her 3 cubs were the animals that killed 1 camper and injured 2 others. I should have just kept reading.
Yeah.
In a rampage that... Actually, I did read that.
Yeah.
I just wasn't listening to myself. Okay, so this is what gets me. Okay, so these bears do this. Okay, and then you get these comments from people. And so this anonymous person, who I'll just refer to as it because it's anonymous, right?
Don't want to say he or she.
Yeah. So it says, I think that the previous commenters are missing the point. This is a disturbed bear not acting the way that a normal bear does.
Yeah.
The bear hunted down non-threatening sleeping humans, killed 1 and injured 2 others. See, I just have to read this. I didn't need the articles.
Yeah.
Are you saying that if there was... Oh, see, that's wrong too. It's if there were.
Yeah.
It's if there were.
Were.
That if there was a rabid dog on the loose in your neighborhood, it'd be wrong to destroy it to reduce the danger to others? Or that we should just let serial murderers go because they're in their natural habitat? Shake your head. And you know what? Maybe I wouldn't have thought much if you didn't say shake your head.
Yeah.
But you know that, like, when I just read stuff like that, it's like when someone says, that disgusts me, and that's the way they say.
Yeah.
That's how they prove that something is wrong.
Yeah.
No, you have to give me a little more than that. Just because it disgusts
Exactly.
you, like, who are you, first of all, and why should that matter?
There's a lot of holes in that comment right there. It makes absolutely no sense at all.
Yeah. So here, first, I'm going to destroy your point, your 2 points here. Because first of all, okay, a rabid dog is not a natural entity in a community.
That's right.
Okay? So if somebody brings a dog into the community and it's rabid, yeah, you better get rid of that thing. It shouldn't be there in the first place.
Exactly.
Okay? And serial murders, okay, they're really supposed to be... People are supposed to be, like, educated and civil. So if there's a serial murder in the community, obviously... that person missed something along the way.
Yeah.
So you have to do something to remove that person because that person is not socialized.
Well, yeah, it's exactly the same as the rabid dog. That's like a mental condition to be able to do something like that. So I mean.
Yeah. So the wild bears are natural products of their environment. They didn't go to school.
Yeah.
And even if they did, how much would they probably couldn't afford to go to a private school.
Yeah.
So how much do you think they will learn in a public school anyway? They don't teach anything. Okay? So these are wild bears.
Yeah.
And they see people.
Yeah.
And while maybe most normal bears wouldn't do much, some do.
Yeah.
We are not supposed to be there. As far as the bears are concerned.
Yeah, that's their turf.
Okay, just because we have technology and culture doesn't mean the bears have to obey by our rules.
Yeah.
Okay, and that reminds me of a lady that called in the radio news. This was a few years ago now, but we had cougar sightings in Vancouver, and they were eating like little puppies and cats and stuff. And one lady phones and says, well, I have a cat, and I like to leave her outside because it's a natural thing for cats to do, to be outside. But I can't leave my cat outside because there are cougars around. We have to do something to get rid of these cougars.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, you stupid. First of all, it's natural for cougars to eat little fluff balls.
Fluffies,
okay, your cat is not the natural one here.
Yeah.
The cougars were here before we were here.
Totally.
But I don't know. Do I have to really say much more than that?
Well, my favorite part of that.
Am I missing the point?
My favorite part of that comment is how she decided to say that these bears aren't normal bears. Like, she somehow is this bear whisperer that knows that this bear has antisocial personality disorder. She's the one talking to this bear and being like, oh, well, I think that after my psychological evaluation, I've determined that this bear is not normal. It is completely unlike all the other bears.
But you're absolutely right. If these people that make comments are not just anonymous people, maybe if somebody would go on and say, hey, I studied this and blah, 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 then maybe you could have some kind of credential.
maybe. But I mean, even still,
No,
at the end of the day,
yeah,
for
no,
uneducated
yeah. I'm
persons-
kind of like shifting the point a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just that
I get where you're coming
yeah.
from. If it was like an actual person who has like studied bears and like knew that this bear did something out of the normal for bears, then I mean, yeah, sure, great. But I mean, this person doesn't even. She's just postulating that this bear has some sort of like daddy issue or something, or there's something wrong with him in the head. It's a bear. Bears eat people sometimes. I don't know, man. When I'm camping, if I hear a bear, I go the other way because, normal or not, bears are scary.
That's
They're
why we
scary.
don't camp.
That's their turn,
Yeah.
man. Bear wants to mess me up when I'm in the woods. It's my fault for being in the woods.
I already don't camp because of the mosquitoes.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
never mind the bears. The mosquitoes. Okay, here, I just want to finish with one point.
For sure.
I want to touch back on this anonymous thing. Like, I appreciate the anonymous posters, and there were some people going like, oh, you know what, it is natural for bears and blah, 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 and then the one person comes and says, well, no, it's not natural, whatever. But people, come on, I risk my life here every day. I can get lynched by somebody for the things that I do or say.
Yeah.
But you know what? At least I'm sticking my head out and saying, hey, this is what I think.
Yeah.
Okay? And I have at least some sort of credential.
Yeah.
You clowns who just go around everywhere writing crap.
Yeah.
Okay, not even giving your real name. Like, why should we even care about you? You may as well be one of those guys who wear black masks and smash buildings because you don't like the government.
That's right. It might as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
and don't get me started on the Craigslist DJs that call me dick jizz and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, because they have. But you know what? It's okay because they're anonymous.
Anonymous? Someone would do that?
What?
Oh yeah. You missed previous episodes, and I accidentally lost all those nice little ads that I printed out because I'll write something on Craigslist, and then they're like, like
You're a loser. You're
yeah.
a dinosaur.
But it's like, that's an anonymous person. I remember I put an ad saying, hey, any professional DJ is allowed to come on my show, and you can tell us your story on the mic, whatever. And then one anonymous person wrote, DJ Johnny K, nobody likes you. Except maybe all the customers that post positive reviews about me. What have they posted about you? Nothing. So that's why you're anonymous. Anyway, I'm going to end it right there.
Woo!
But thanks.